would you say is the best vehicle, the best car for somebody who likes to blaze? I'm pretty sure that there's only so many vehicles out there that are ideal for the enlightened individual, but I need to hear from you. What do you think is the best car? Because honestly, this is probably my most serious video, and if you don't have one of these vehicles on the list, you're gonna need to go hit the dealer and trade whatever you got in for something on this list. Now, the first one on the list, you knew it was coming. A lowrider, bruh. I think Cheech and Chong had like a 1964 Impala. And honestly, if you watch any of the Cheech and Chong movies, bro, I want to blaze in that car. I want to get high in the Impala. It looks nice and roomy on the inside. Classic vehicle, but then you drop it real low. Do you think that if you're in a lowrider that you're getting higher because the vehicle is dropped down? So when you get high, you're starting from a lower point that you actually get higher than before? I'm pretty sure that's why they used a lowrider. Number 2 on the list, honestly, when people ask me my dream car, this is my go-to answer: the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but if I could drive around in a hot dog, I would be so happy. Bro, I would be so happy if I could drive around in a giant hot dog vehicle. Bro, my baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. My vehicle has a cool name. It's the Wienermobile. Number 3 on the list, I think they're numbered. Maybe they're numbered, but ice cream truck. Look, it only has one song, right? But usually that song is a banger. You ride around, listen, with a truck full of ice cream, bro. You got those little SpongeBob shaped popsicles with the gumball eyes. You got the Sonic one and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got Choco Tacos in there. I think they discontinued them, but you got to go to the ice cream trucks to get the Choco Taco. They got something. All right, number 4. I hope this one isn't controversial. I hope it is not controversial, but the Pope Mobile. Hear me out. Hear me out, the Pope Mobile. You're the Pope in the scenario. You're not driving it, obviously. You're in the Pope's position in the giant glass bulletproof dome in the back, and you're hotboxing it. Bro, if they drove me around in the Pope Mobile, you put me in the back, you couldn't see me on the inside. You just be like, what? Where's that giant cloud on the back of that car driving around? Where's that cloud, bro? Oh, I see a hand. I don't really have a bucket list, but if I did, I think I'm putting hotbox the back of the Pope Mobile on the bucket list. I gotta do it. They call it the Tokemobile. Call it the Dope Mobile. All right, you knew this one was coming on the list. Number 5, VW Bus. The classic hippie vehicle. Whenever you see one, you're like, bro, I know they got something in there. Nice and roomy. Nice classic look. Anytime I see one, I'm like, dang, I want one of those. But anytime I hear somebody talk about it, I'm like, oh, bro, these things are terrible. I used to have a VW Jetta years ago. It was a nice ride. But the one time I needed repair, I had to go to like a super special mechanic, and it cost a lot. That dude blazed and I was able to trade him some flour, but like it still cost a lot. Number 6 on the list, you saw this one coming, but conversion van. I think it's a little bit different than the VW Bus, although you could lump it in together, but think Mystery Machine. I do believe the older Mystery Machine, like the cartoon one, is modeled after like some kind of VW van. 1978 LT40 van. But I think if you look at the live action movies, they use like a Chevy Astro or something. I personally used to have a Dodge Ram 2500 van. Bro, it was awesome. It was like a 1997 or something. Classic van. I bought it before I moved to Colorado years ago, and then I had like the perfect hotbox mobile. When I worked at the shop, I'd go on my lunch break with the gram of concentrate that I paid for with the tips that I got already. This van was so perfect. It had like blinds in the back. I could go in the back, put the blinds down. I put the sunscreen up, the sun reflector in the windshield, but just chilling in the back of that blazing. Bro, it was such a nice ride. So spacious. So much room to bring. I literally moved my whole life across the country in one. It was dope. A lot of options for conversion vans. I think those are pretty known as like the vehicle that you're probably getting lit in. Next on the list, I don't know, but this would be really funny to do, but retired police car. You ever see one of those old retired police cars? You're like, oh, wait, that's an old one. No, we're good. I think it would be so lit to blaze inside one of those, especially if they got like the back set up to where you can go in the back, feel like you just got arrested. I don't know. What do they call Crown Victoria? Nowadays, any vehicle is a cop car. Bro, minivans are pulling you over, pickup trucks are pulling you over. Anything's a cop car now, but one of those classic ones would be pretty cool. All right, number 8 on the list. I don't know how well this fits. This might be more depending on where you are, what state you're in, but Subaru. Bro, when I moved to Colorado, everybody was high and everybody was driving a Subaru, and I was jealous, bro. I didn't have a Subaru. Everybody had a Subaru. I think like the biggest Subaru dealerships are there, but like everybody had a Subaru. Some of my best sessions were driving up really high in the mountains, finding a cool spot, maybe hiking somewhere and getting high. I think the Subaru makes that even easier, even better. All right, number 9 on the list. I don't know. I was looking into this and I found this vehicle that were recommended by other people. Now, my answer was hybrid, right? I wanted to say like hybrid cars. Like if you're riding around in like a Prius or something, like you're not gonna get pulled over. They think you're just any old Uber driver. But also, bro, you smoking hybrids? You driving hybrids? We're out here. But I think there's an even better hybrid to consider. They don't make it anymore, but it's the Amphicar. It's a hybrid car and the boat. Like you can drive it into the water. I'm not saying that you should drive high. I'm not. But just imagine if you're just, bruh, just that transition of land to sea while you're lit, just driving into the water into your car and then you're in a boat. Now you're in a boat. They don't make them anymore. It's an old thing. I don't even think they consider like car boat hybrids anymore. Maybe I got to look into it. But the Amphicar, I want one. I need one. Last on the list, this is a super serious list. These are all scientifically proven answers. This one's not even a car, but a moped. I think 98% of people that drive a moped are really high. Like there's no way you're not. There's no way you're not on a moped and you don't blaze, right? No, I don't care. They're super fuel efficient. You can get around. You don't need a full vehicle or whatever. No, you're driving a moped because you're lit. Either way, come get high with me on Twitch. The smoke session's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you have Amazon Prime, you can give me that Jeff Bezos weed money. You can give me that Jeff Bezos Wienermobile money. That's what we're getting. Have a lit day, my dudes.